Let's start, guys. Okay. So, in the previous session, we had a discussion related to some of the pending, like what are the major parameters. Under that, we discussed what is account code, cost center, company code, profit center, and how the cost will be allocated within the departments for the multiple expenses we seen in the previous session, guys. So today, let's try to close the pending important parameters. Then we will move to the various core accounting aspects. Okay. See, few other important fields to be updated while processing the transaction. That is currency. Okay. So currency. Currency is nothing but like for every transaction, very important field to be updated as currency. So currency depends upon the nature of transaction. Okay. So there are two types of currencies will happen in every business. Sorry.
No,
Can you
Muslim
translate
is not present.
for everyone?
Ah,
No, for me,
no,
No, no, it is visible.
is visible for me. You know,
So it is visible. Try to rejoin. It is visible.
it's visible for me.
Yeah, try to rejoin. People who are not visible, try to rejoin. Okay. So, currency is nothing but this. It is an exchange of exchange used in country to buy goods and services and settle the balances. Okay, it is settle the balances. So there are two types of currencies are available, guys. Okay, so what are those? Local currency and foreign currency. Okay, so there are two types of transaction will happen normally. That's of two types of transactions. One is local currency transaction, and one more is foreign currency transaction. What is the first currency, guys? Local currency. Second currency is foreign currency transaction. Local currency transactions and foreign currency transactions. Okay, so let's think about the local currency transaction. Okay, so the transaction which is happened within the specified location of that particular company located. Okay, so example, we are working for Indian entities and we are working for India. So if any transaction which is happened between in India, so those transactions are called as local currency transactions. So if any transaction which happened within the country or specified location of that particular branch, so that is called as local currency transaction. Okay, normally we need to update two types of we need to update one field as currency, guys. Sorry, we need to update one field currency. In that currency, what are the two important transactions will happen? One is local and one is foreign. So local is nothing but transactions carried out carried out in the currency of the country where the legal entity operates. So this is also called as local currency is also called as functional currency, functional currency or domestic currency. Domestic currency. So local currency is also called as domestic currency or functional currency. So the next important parameter is foreign currency transactions. Okay. So example the local currency. Example, And in India, what is the local currency, guys? If you're working for Indian entities, what is the
Rupee.
sorry? Rupee. India, that is INR. So, if any transaction carried out within India for Indian entities, that is INR. So, example, US. What is the local currency for US, guys?
Dollar.
USD. What is the local currency for Singapore? SGD. Singapore dollars. What is the local currency for Taiwan? TWD. Okay. So, what is the local currency for China? Yuan. THL. Okay. Yes. Okay, what is the local currency for Japan? JPY.
GPY.
Okay, so like that, based on the entity located, the currency, the transactions will carry in the business. So if it is Indian entity, so if the branch is located within the country, those transactions are called as local currency transactions. Okay, so suppose example C, I am working for Singapore, guys. I'm working for Singapore. So there is one transaction, purchase of goods, SGD 1,000. So is it a local currency or foreign currency transaction, guys? It is.
Foreign. Foreign.
Okay. What type of currency it is?
Foreign.
Foreign currency.
So that's the reason why I'm trying to tell and explain the concept of definition of local currency, guys. So what is the meaning of local currency? The transactions carried out in the currency of the country where legal entity operates, where the branch operated. Okay. So for which branch you are working?
Singapore.
I branch you are working, guys.
Singapore. Singapore.
For Singapore, what is the local currency?
SGD.
Is it a local currency or foreign currency transaction? It is.
Local currency.
Say local currency transaction for the Singapore branch. Guys, see in the real time, you will not at all work for India. I'm sure you will not work for India. Okay, only rare cases we will get for Indian entities. We need to work for US, Singapore, France, Germany, Malaysia, different parts of the world, guys. Okay, so you need to keep remember one thumb rule, which branch you are working and where what is the local currency of that specified branch. According to that, you need to decide whether it is a local currency or foreign currency. So if your branch is and your company is in India, SGD is obviously it's a foreign currency. But I clearly specified SGD is nothing but Singapore currency. We are working for which branch? Singapore. And I clearly give it purchase of goods for SGD 1,000, then it is a local currency transaction. Is any doubts? The people who told it is a foreign currency, any doubts?
No.
No, bro. Got it.
Local currency transaction. So same example, assume we made a sale of goods, sale of goods to customer credit JPY 1,000. So what type of transaction it is, guys?
Local currency.
Local. Transaction it is, guys? Local currency. So how is deciding it is a local currency or foreign currency? Because the branch
Within the country.
within the country. Okay, and it is being located within the country. So we need to decide this as a local currency transaction. Guys, getting? many of the people, even in the real time, when I've started helping the classes and the real time process, they're coming and telling, bro, I'm in India. The transaction is in US. It is a foreign currency, but why are we recording it as a local currency transaction? A simple logic will helps you to understand it more. Is clear?
Yes, bro.
Yes.
Now the next is foreign currency. Don't get confused. It is a very simple. You need to little bit understand on that. Okay, fine. So next type of currency is foreign currency transactions. Okay, foreign currency transactions. So foreign currency transaction is nothing but the transactions carried out in a country in a currency other than the legal entities entities local currency. Other than legal entities local currency, if any transaction which is carried out, that is called as local currency. So in simple words, instead of its own currency, own country currency, instead of own country currency, other currency transactions are other currencies are foreign currency. Okay, so apart from local currency, remaining all other currency transactions are called as foreign currency transactions. Okay, okay, yes. So example, so just we discussed one concept, Singapore legal entity. Singapore legal entity. So you're working for Singapore. So as you
The Queen not. USK has been stopped.
this is for everyone.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Yes.
Won't share it. No, Charan Sai screen sharing. Yes, sure.
Or it's visible or not.
Let me remove that Charan, then it comes to the pictures. Now is it visible, guys?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
It's visible.
So purchase of goods for INR 10,000. So what is the local currency here? What is the local currency? Singapore SGD. And
Yes.
the transaction currency is
INR.
I- INR. So then what type of transaction it is?
It's a currency transaction.
It's a foreign currency transaction.
transaction.
Guys understand?
That's what
Yes. So second example we discussed, Japan legal entity. You're working for Japan. So there assume there is a sale of goods on USD thousand USD dollars. So here, what is the local currency guys?
J-
JPY.
JPY.
The transaction is happening in which currency?
USD. USD.
Transaction happening
USD.
okay. Transaction currency is USD. So then what type of transaction it is?
Foreign currency. Foreign currency transaction.
Well, see guys. So for every element, we need to update. For every transaction, it is very important. It is very important to update the parameter of currency. So that in that currency, there are two types of currencies. One is local currency, one is foreign currency. Local currency is nothing but the transactions which is happened within the country. Foreign currency is nothing but the transaction which is happened apart from any other country. Those currency transactions are called as foreign currency transactions. Is clear? Understand? Yes. Okay. Fine. So then this is currencies, guys. Now let's discuss about the next important thing is the dates. Okay. So we need to update a date. So when it comes to dates, there are three types of dates we need to update. One is document date, posting date, translation date, or it is also called as conversion date. Conversion. So while processing any transaction, guys, so these three important dates we need to update. So let's see what is document date, what is posting date, what is translation date, guys. So document date, what is the, in general terms, what is the meaning of document, guys? It's kind of a bill. Okay. So document is nothing but a bill or invoice. So you went to shop and you purchase something. So what is the proof for that? That bill. That bill will be document. Guys, understand? Document.
Yes.
Document date is nothing but the date in which the original bill is being generated. Okay. So in SAP and Oracle, we need to update a document date. Document date is nothing but the date on which a transaction actually occurred. Transaction actually occurred. Actually occurred. So it is also called date mentioned in mentioned on the original document. That is example, either bill or invoice or a receipt, whatever it might be, guys. Okay, so those transactions are called as, sorry, those data are called as invoice date. Okay, it is also be called as invoice date, guys. Document date is also called as invoice date or transaction date. Okay, what is the meaning of document date, guys? Document date is also being called as invoice date, invoice date, or
Transaction.
transaction date. Okay, transaction date. See, example, the transaction is happened today. Did we post the transaction in the same day?
No.
The transaction is happened today. Did we post the transaction in the same day today? No.
No.
So there is a differences between document date and posting date. So assume the transaction is happened on 1st of February, but the transaction has been identified. We are in India, they are in US. The transaction has been identified and they sent a request to us today. So we are going to post this transaction or invoice in today. So the transaction date will be 1st of February. And when we are posting on 5th of February. 5th of February is a posting date. See, posting date is nothing but the date on which a transaction is recorded in the books of accounts. Okay, books of accounts. So those are called as transaction date. It's sorry, posting date. Okay, so posting date is also called as book entry date or recorded date. Guys. Okay, posting date is the date on which the transaction is recorded in books of accounts. So assume example, invoice is invoice date, invoice transaction happened upon this of goods from XYZ on 1st of February. Okay. So transaction is posting today. So what is the document date and what is the posting date is here?
Uh, Transaction date was Feb 1st, posting date was 4th.
Yes. Transaction date is first February 1st and posting date is February
4th.
February 4th is the transaction date, guys. That is posting date. Okay. Now, very important is translation date, guys. Okay. To understand this translation date is nothing but the date in which the local currency values to be converted into foreign currencies. Okay. So translation date is nothing but the date in which the local currency values are converted into foreign currency foreign currencies and reporting currencies. Okay, translation date is nothing but date which exchange rate is used to guys keep on mute foreign currency amount into local. So it is also called as exchange exchange rate debt. Okay, so it is specifically used for only the transactions of foreign currency, guys. Okay, so the transactions of foreign currency. So this translation date is to be updated. Very important technical question, guys. In which of the scenarios we need to update translation date? For which currencies we need to update translation date? It is very important to update only foreign currency transactions. So suppose example, we purchased goods from US. We are posting a transaction in USD currency. So as a company's requirement, we require the reporting in three levels, guys. One is in local currency report, local currency report, foreign currency report, foreign currency report, and reporting currency report. Sorry, wait. Company required a reporting three types of reports: document currency report, document currency report, and reporting currency, reporting currency report, and local currency report. Local currency report. Local currency report. So you heard about document and document currency is nothing but the currency in which the original document is being generated. Okay, so document currency is nothing but the currency in which original document is being generated. Okay, so how many reports will be generated by the system, guys? By default, three types of reports.
Series.
Currency report. Document currency is nothing but document currency is report is nothing but transaction. Transaction is originally occurred, originally entered. Okay, entered or recorded in a document. Guys, see example. Example. There are multiple scenarios, guys. Okay, assume purchase of goods SGD. So what is the document currency here, guys?
Singapore currency.
Singapore. Okay. So purchase of goods for INR. So what is the document currency here?
Indian rupee.
INR.
So what document is been happened? That original transaction is happened. So either it might be local currency or foreign currency. Guys, understand? So in document currencies, it will be two types. Transactions are two types. One is local and foreign. So either the transaction happened in India or out of India. According to the branch, we will decide whether it is a local or foreign. But the document currency might be local or foreign, either local or foreign. The transaction originally entered in the books of accounts is called as document currency report. Is clear? Is understood? Yeah.
I didn't get that previous one.
Which one?
Can you go little? Yeah. Translation date. I didn't get.
That's what I'm trying to explain, the whole history of this. Okay. Why this is very important. That's what I'm trying to explain, the history. Then I will explain what is this translation date. Okay.
Okay.
See, the next important parameter is local currency transactions. What is the next important parameter, guys? Local currency local currency report. Okay. So local currency report. See, before understanding this, I want to understand some of the. So normally companies will present the financial reports at the head office located currency, guys. So what is reporting currency? Reporting currency is nothing but where the head office has been located. Okay. So example, India, Accenture has multiple branches. On which currency, in which currency they will submit the reports, the financial reports of entire Accenture, not for India, not for Bangalore, not for
USD. As per head office.
based on the head office location currency, it will be submitted. So reporting currency is always the financial reports are submitted to the management. So what is the meaning of reporting currency? Reporting currency is nothing. Report is nothing but currency in which financial statements or financial reports are submitted to the management or presented or are reported to management, investors, etc. See guys, wherever the company it might be, either it is in US or wherever it is, guys. So reporting currency is always the head office located currency. Head office located currency. So example, Accenture. So where is the head office is located? So based on that, it will decide. So Infosys. So Infosys, what is the reporting currency, guys?
INR.
INR. So whatever the transaction it is happened, either it is in US or whatever it might be, we need to update a date called as translation date. Translation date helps to convert the reports in 3 ways. One is document currency report, that is original transaction is happened, either it is in US or foreign. And the second report will be local currency, that is where the branch is located. And finally, one report will be generated. That report is called as head office located currency. So example, understand for the Infosys only, guys. I'm working for Infosys USA location. So which legal entity I'm working is now? USA legal entities. Infosys USA legal entity.
US illegal.
There is one transaction, purchase of goods for USD 100. So here, what is the document currency here? Document currency shows what is the value?
USA.
800. So what is the local currency? Local currency it will shows USD.
US only. Yeah.
Reporting currency. So there is one report will be generated, reporting currency. So what is the reporting currency for Infosys?
Yeah, INR.
INR. So what happens here? USD 100 into assume 85 rupees. So this 85 rupees will be 8,500 will choose which currency? 8,000 So if the system is converting this reporting currency, for that we are updating the date called as translation date. The date in which the date in which exchange rate is used to convert the foreign currency amounts into local currency. So is it possible to check and update for every transaction what is the currency rate now? Is it possible to update this? No. What will happen in the back end? Let me show you that. In the back end, every 15 days once.
Your screen has been stopped.
Wait, please.
Oh,
For every 15 days once, the companies will do updation of foreign currency exchange rates for all the currency exchange rates in the back end. So what they will do is they will visit one website called as Yahoo Finance. What is the website name, guys? Yahoo Finance. So there, if you click on here, we will get the what is the current actual conversion rate. So what is the rate to buy $1 now? As of now, 90.4. So if you click on historical data, we can get the entire history of the exchange rates from last 1 year to till now. We will get. See what is happening here. Yesterday it is 90.4229. Now it has been decreased. So it is keeps on fluctuating. One day it will increase, one day it will decrease. So the rates are not constant. Exchange rates are keeps on fluctuating. So that's the reason companies will follow the 15 days FX average policy. What they will do from 1st of February to 15th of February, they will take the closing FX rates from C. What is the closing FX rates? So 91.6870, 90.2456, 90.4229, 90.4220. Like from 1st of February to 15th February, they will take and they will do the average. They will fix one FX rate, that the average FX rate. So if any transaction is posted from 1 to 15, that you updated it date as translation date as 5th of February, the system will by default take the conversion rate, what is been updated in the backend. According to that, the reports will be generated. Okay, one is local currency, one is document currency, another one is reporting currency. So the currency conversions will happen only based on the date what we are going to update in the transaction date, guys. Yes, understand? It's clear. Yes, bro. It's clear why the translation date is very important. This is JPY. What is the currency of JPY now? You want to buy $1, they need to spend around 156.9460. So you can check the historical analysis. Okay. So like every day, it keeps on fluctuating, guys. It's clear. What is the website name? Many interviews asked in the interviews, guys. What is the website name?
Yahoo Finance.
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Okay. So like this, the currency conversions will happen in the real time, guys. Yes, understand? So no need of yes.
repeat once again, bro. This one.
Sorry.
Repeat once again what you did before that conversion of the.
Yes. So there is one field in every software we need to update the conversion date, translation date. So why it is important? As I specified now, it is very important. Currencies are keeps on fluctuating. So we require the reporting. How many reports we require? 3 reports. One is document currency, one is local currency, reporting currency. Document currency obviously based on the transaction it will come, and local currency and foreign reporting currency we require. So example, the transaction is a foreign currency transaction. We require the reporting local currency to convert the foreign currency amount to local currency. What is the main important thing which will decides? What is the important thing will decide, guys? To convert the value from foreign currency to local currency. Which decides this?
Translation date.
Translation date. That is FX rate is very important. So how the FX rate is picked from the translation date. Clear? It's understand?
Yes.
See, let me show you one of the reports so that you can get a knowledge on that. Okay, guys. So this is the report for one of the country. This is the branch for Mexico, guys. This is one of the company, Cotiv. This is located in which entity it is, which company we are working for, Cotiv, Mexico. What is the where it is located, guys? Mexico. What is the Mexico currency? MXN. MXN is the Mexico currency. So here you can see there are three types of reports are generated. One is document currency, which I will highlight in yellow, and this is local currency, which I will highlight in blue. And this is a next is reporting currency, that is which I will highlight in another. Okay, so how many reports are being generated, guys? There are three types.
Three.
I told you. What is the three reports? One is document currency
Document, local,
and reporting. Local currency too is also reporting currency. For your better understanding, I will update as a reporting currency here. Okay. So how many reports has been generated here? Three reports. So what is this head office location, guys? According to this analysis,
Mexico.
Chris head office I'm asking where it is located.
Mexico.
Yes. Yes.
Try to understand here where is the head office is located.
USA.
Yes.
This Mexico is a branch which is located in Mexico. So here we are working for which entity? Mexico. So Mexico, this transaction is happening in which currency?
USD. Mexico.
What is this currency? Which currency it is happening? Document currency.
Mexico. Mexico.
Is it a local currency or foreign currency transaction? It is
Local currency.
section. Do it any changes in the local currency value here?
Not at all.
No.
Sorry.
No. Nothing changed.
Local currency value is same because there is no any, but the system want the reporting currency. So what is the reporting currency here? USD.
USD.
So it is convert. Do we are updating manually every time? No. We are updating the translation date. According to that, the system will generate the conversion of values. It's clear?
Yes.
Understand? So what is the rate it has been used the time? So the rate for each conversion is 16.68 is the one Mexiconian we are purchasing $1 with this amount. It's understand? But see another case here. These two transactions. So these two transactions are which type of transaction it is?
Local transaction. Foreign
Currency.
transaction.
Let us try to check and tell me what type of transaction it is. In which currency the transaction is happening?
Document.
In USD. What is this transaction it is?
Foreign transaction.
See,
Transaction.
it's a foreign currency transaction. Okay.
Yeah.
But the report is generated in which two currencies? One is in reporting currency, one is in local currency. So here we are converting the values to local currency. No. The translation date, according to translation date, the system will convert. So the report is generated in two dates. One is local currency, foreign the reporting currency. In reporting currency, do we have any changes?
No.
Because the USD is the reporting currency. Transaction is in USD only. But the system is generated the report in another way, that is local currency. Why the local currency report is required, guys? Is why the report local currency report. Example, Accenture head office in US. Okay, but Accenture has branch office in Bangalore. So why the local currency is required in Bangalore?
Because
Exactly. Very important.
transaction has been made in the located company.
Is whatever the taxes, everything is paid. So example, there is a branch in Bangalore and the head office in US. Did they will pay the money in US, guys?
No.
Did they pay the Indian tax in US? No. So for the Indian local reporting, within Bangalore reporting, they require the local currency report. For total consolidation, they require the reporting head office located currency. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Just understand about that.
Yes, I understand.
See here we have dates, guys. So normally, obviously, translation date is always a posting date, guys. Translation date is always document date. Whenever the document is happened. So example, the document is happened on 15th of February, but we are posting on 28th. So the rate on 15th February and rate on 28th is same. No, it will changes. Obviously, the transaction date is to be categorized as a conversion date also. Same translation date and conversion date, both are same. Okay. So here see only one date is called posting date. Posting date. 1 minute. In this field, there's conversion date has been not there. Guys. It's a clearing date, it's not one. So let me get that. I will show you in another document, guys. Okay. So here we could see only posting date, document date. So when the document is happened, guys, when it is happened, the
8
document
March,
March, but when it is posted, 2nd February.
2nd April.
So that is the difference. Okay. That is called as document date, posting date, and conversion date. Why it is very important and how many reports are generated. We see, guys. Clear? Any doubts about this? Clear? About the dates and types of currencies. Very, very important, guys. Without understanding this, many people are suffering a lot in the real time. Okay. So that's the reason we're specifically stressing more on these points to get it, understand more in order to reduce the multiple multiple misunderstandings in the future. Okay. Clear, guys?
Okay.
It's clear about these things. See, we have been seeing many important things here. We've seen the company code. We've seen the company code. We've seen the account. Account code is nothing but the transaction. And we've seen the document number. It will be generated for each document. And this references we not seen. Document date we not seen. Posting date, document date we seen. And we seen posting key also, guys. Document numbers and document we see. So we have few couple of other profit center also we see. We have few couple of things to be discussed. That is document type. Document. We need to update one important major parameter, that is document type, guys. So what is the meaning of document type? The meaning of document type. So document type is nothing but the nature of transaction. Okay. So we need to update document. So what are the different types of transactions we have? Purchases, sales, receipts, payments, taxation, payroll. So for each transaction, there is one type, one important thing that is called as document type, guys. So document type is a two-digit code, which is used alphabetical code, which is used to define the nature of transaction. Okay, so used to classify, classify and identify different kinds of accounting doc transactions. So what are the different types of transactions we have? We have purchases, sales, receipts, payments, taxation, payroll, like this. So for each transaction, there will be one code. That code will be called as document type. Example, SA. SA is used for if you're posting any general ledger document. Okay. And if you're posting any vendor invoice, that is purchases, we will use KR. If you're posting any customer invoices, we will use PR. Okay, so if you're making any vendor payment, that is payments, we are using KZ. Okay, like if you're posting any assets, we are using asset posting. So like this, for every transaction, there will be one code. That code will be called uh, document.
Document code.
So it is only in SAP, guys. Only in SAP. So if you come to Oracle, in Oracle, they will call it as a normal vocabulary like purchases, sales. It is common in all other software, guys. If you go to Tally also, Tally, Prime, Microsoft Dynamics, all other softwares will use the normal terminology. There is no any coding, but SAP use the code format, which will decide the nature of transaction. But in Oracle, we can directly call it as purchases, sales, receipts, payroll, tax, okay, intercompany. If you're making any adjustments, adjustment transaction, reclass, fixed assets, depreciation. So for based on the nature of transaction, we will update. Clear? Is understood, guys?
Yes, Guru.
Yes, bro.
Send it out about document type.
No.
Understood, guys? What is the meaning of document type? Okay, so like this, we have still few parameters to be discussed, guys. By tomorrow, we will try to close how we used to process the transactions in the real time. With that, we will end up with this topic and we'll move to the fourth, guys. Clear? Yes,
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye.